Hey, what's going on, rock stars? Blue Rocker Guitars coming at you. Whoa! Sound effect. Yeah, well, you know, never gets old. Well, for me anyways. So you're like, what is that? Well, this is a mess, is basically what this is. It's Saturday, it's raining out. In my shop with the AC kicking, a little tunage on my big TV up here, up that way. And yes, I buffed this top out to beautiful, just supreme. Oh, but you can't tell, can you? Because no, we gotta spray water on it and use this little brush and get all the wax out of all of these little crevices. So this is about an hour and a half, maybe a little more. So yep, the pains and pleasures, so to speak. I got this little bristle brush here. This was actually a lot longer. It's about there, and then I had to cut it to make it you know, a little more stout. And that way it'll get in there and get all the wax out. And you have to keep it wet because these are nylon bristles. I just buffed it out to basically a pristine shine. So nylon bristles will leave little, you know, little scratchy things on here when I'm, you know, doing all this. So using the Dawn soap water mix thingy. You know, this thing's old as hell, but hey, it still works, right? That's the most important part. So we keep everything wet, and then we go in here and we just get all the wax out of all these little tiny crevices and stuff. And let me tell you, it's a little tedious, let's say. And yeah, I'm gonna blow it all out afterwards. I tried blowing it beforehand, but it really doesn't work, because when you go through 3 different stages of buffing, you know, you got 3 different waxes accumulating, and it just gets really compact in these little, you know, these little grooves and whatnot. So yeah, this is a tedious process, but it'll look awesome when it's done. Well, I've had a little experience in this. I've done this one other time, so you know, this is the second go around, and this is just got a lot more going on than the other one. And then oh yeah, what I wanted to talk about a little bit, just some tips. Don't try that. But I got this little sucker because I have a big buffer, and it's great, but it's black. And you know, black, if you've buffed anything, you know, black is the hardest color. It shows every little tiny nuance of a, you know, whatever you want to call it. So I picked this up on Amazon. It's called Work Pro, and not a bad little tool. So keep it on low, and then get like 3 or 4 more batteries, because these only last about a half hour. And I did 3 different stages of buffing on here. So first you come in with the compound, which is like this pad, and you can buy these on Amazon too. I bought most of these pads on Amazon. And then repels, whatever you want to call it. So there's 3 different stages. You got this stage, which is, you know, the blue stage. And then you get the yellow stage, which is the second one. And this is kind of like your wax. That's like a compound. This is like a wax. And then you get your third stage, which is like, you know, your final shine, your ultra finishing polish. Oh, you know, for the ultra, you know, whatever. And you know what? I've been using these for a little while now, and I've had some pretty damn good results with it. And this is a great little thing. Now, I want to get the Rupels. They actually make a really cool buffing, you know, handheld buffer that has, like, you know, little tiny, like 1 inch, you know, little heads all the way up to a 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, 6 inch, all the way up, and the machine will use all of it, to where this is just a 3 inch. So yeah, and Rupels makes these pads too. See, it's Rupels. Well, you can't really read it. It's been really used. And so you have the white for obviously the fine polish, and then you have the yellow for your, you know, your in between, like your wax. They even make these really cool wool pads. So these little suckers, and these work really good for, like, you know, compounding and really stubborn scratches that, you know, may get in there before or after you assemble or whatever. And then I also have the black one. The black pad is mainly for, well, black finishes. So, and the white one is the fine one, but it goes for colored finishes. So, yeah, that's really cool stuff to have, you know, when you're buffing. If, you know, you want to use that stuff, I highly recommend it. I've been using it now for a while. And you want to blow your pads out, like use an air blower to just blow these out. You really don't want to wash these that much. If you do, you need to let them air dry, because you can damage the pad. See, this one I washed, and you can see it's got some little, you know, I don't know, can you see that? You can see it there. It's got like some little indiscretions where some of the material has kind of broken down a little bit. Like, oh, that right there. So yeah, so a little tip for you. Most of the time they last, typically I've had that one for about 2 months. Probably done about 10 guitars in that period of time. 10 paint jobs. I can't let this dry out. Gotta keep this going. But yeah, what a process. But little tips and tricks, so to speak. So like, share, subscribe, comment on this. This is gonna be awesome. I'll actually be putting this together soon, so, you know, within the next couple of days, maybe later today, depending on how much longer this is gonna take. I got to do the back too. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, like I said, and leave some comments, man. Love to hear from you, and we'll talk at you later. See ya.